and welcome to episode 9 of A Teacher's Journey with your host, Robert Corio Jr. And today I'm going to be talking about another movie that I saw regarding teaching and working with kids on a day to day basis. And last episode, I was talking about Mr. Holland's Opus. So today, the movie I'm going to talk about is Dangerous Minds. So the movie. So I'm going to talk about the Dangerous Mind, the movie itself, what I think of it as being a teacher, and how I can relate to it, and then being able to recommend, see what I can recommend to you as a teacher, and being able to show you what kind of movie it is and how it relates. So after this, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the movie and then being able to show you what talk to you more about the movie. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, we're back. I'm going to be talking about the movie Dangerous Minds. It stars Michelle Pfeiffer as the movie entails of her being a teacher that she works in an inner city school. As a working as an English teacher at inner city high school. And there's a lot of things that she has to deal with on a day-to-day basis as a teacher because of the school and stuff and the kids that she has, and just there's other things that she's going through as a teacher. So I know from what so she starts out working as a teacher at the beginning of the school year, and there are challenges that she has to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So it's something that I feel that a lot of teachers have this challenge as well, starting a new year with new kids. And also, what I think is that it's a school where, again, I believe you're dealing with kids that have high school kids as well, dealing with high school kids that have there's stuff that other things that are going on, even though like they're academically they're pretty sharp kids. There's just other things going on that really just it's like they're underperforming. So she's there to help them and to really give them good things and being able to provide as a teacher. So I remember there was some things where she would have events for kids and have stuff going on for them during the time as a teacher, and dealing with kids that dealing with everything that's going on, and even in her own life as well, because I think she got out of the Marines, and it's stuff that she is able to do. So she is kind of I think she does what she can to be a good teacher and try to help their kids and try and make their lives better. And that's something I really like. I think as a teacher, it's so important to be able to do that. And I think a lot of it is making sure that it's just trying new things and being able to be as a teacher. So, again, I think it's something where I think, again, you're dealing with kids that pass away and you're dealing with other things that are going on, and she does a good job with it. And that is something as a teacher, I'm pretty happy with as that. So I think, again, I think it's a good movie. I watched a lot of it. I watched it, and it's stuff that, again, I would recommend that you watch. And it's a movie that when you're watching it, it's different because, again, you're dealing with this movie was out in '95, so you can see like a lot of things have changed in the education world since then. I mean, you're dealing especially in high school, because high school is different now than it was back then. So if you're a high school teacher, you could definitely probably watch this and relate to it more, because I work with elementary kids, so it's hard for me to relate to some of the high school kids. But definitely watching this as a teacher is really good, because you can see just challenges that she has on a day-to-day basis, that she's dealing with kids that just don't have the best home life, and they have a lot more challenges than just being good academic students. So she does whatever she can to help them, and she really finds it to be challenging at times because there's so many barriers, not just from the home life, but also from the school. School's not as supportive, just with the budget and other things that are going on. So she's just doing what she can to really help these kids and making sure that these kids are getting the best education possible as a teacher. And she tries to be, she tries to be something where that she's really fearless and really trying to be the best that she can be for her students. When I think of this movie, it's a good movie to watch, just because there's just the elements that she deals with and on a day-to-day basis. I think that she can. That there's a lot that I can learn from this, and what I've learned is just it's just not every day is going to be challenging, and a lot of times you gotta just start the day anew each day, because every day not every day is going to be perfect. So I think it's just making sure that I'm there as a teacher to be the best that I possibly can be for the kids, and working with them. And for her, she does what she can. She's really going beyond, above and beyond, to help her kids on a day-to-day basis. So that way she can be the best teacher that she can be for these kids, and the kids can learn English, because that's what the story is. It's learning about books and trying new things with the kids, and really being able to show them what it was like on a day-to-day basis. So I think with this movie, it's something where people can watch and be able to relate to it on a day-to-day basis. I love to be able to talk. Definitely, this is a sometimes it's a good move. Like again, critics, you're gonna look at it, and some critics are gonna be like, not the best movie, because I'm looking at some ratings now, and there's some that just aren't, like, some say it's good and some say it isn't, but it has something where you can, as a teacher, you can relate to what she's going through, because a lot of times teaching is a really because teaching is really really tough, especially if you're working in the area in an inner city school like she was. So she is trying her best to work with kids that are of different nationalities, and trying to inspire them to be the best that they can be. So I think I like, throughout the story, she gives good ideas to help the kids, to really inspire them and making sure that they are being the best that they can be. And I think she does a great job in being doing a great job in teaching these and making sure that these kids are getting what they need. So for me, watching this is something where it can be, there are challenging moments as a new teacher, because a lot of these are like new teachers. Like, she was coming from the Marine Corps, and not being the teacher, not knowing, and she realized, and then the principal saying that she was not going to get the best students, and she was doing what she can to inspire these kids to be the best that they can possibly be. And I really like how and I think for me, it's just being able to work with kids and learning from these experiences. And sometimes that you're not going to get the most studious students, and you're going to have to do what you can to help them, and being able to make sure that they're the best that they can possibly be. So I think that's a good point of the movie as well, in my opinion. I think so. I think it's, again, I think it's a great movie. I enjoyed watching it, and I've watched it before. I haven't watched it recently, but I think this was a good movie for me to recommend as well for teachers, because I think because again, there are movies where you can watch and use that in your teaching, and there's movies I've watched and that I use in my teaching. So I think it's just making sure that you're now you're learning just from movies and inspirational films. So again, so I think it's a good movie to watch. For me, I just want to make sure that I'm doing the best I can for these kids right now. So other things that are going on are, as a teacher right now, doing virtual learning through the rest of the school year. Summer wise, I don't know if the school, depending on where people live, I don't know. For me, I don't know if the school's going to be open during the summer, and just have to see about the fall. So but the teaching's going pretty well. Everything's going pretty well as a teacher right now during this time. Really enjoying it, really liking it a lot, learning a lot as well. But because it's good to learn. You learn by doing a lot of times. That's the best way of learning. So I think again, you just carry on, you press forward with everything that's going on. So just making sure that I'm doing what I can to help my students. So if you like this episode, definitely share it with others. What if you have any other movies that you recommend for me to watch and to review? Let me know. I'd be more than happy to share those with you. I felt that this was a good movie to share. I've seen it a few times. I haven't seen it in a while, but definitely if you feel like there's other things in the movie that I missed, just let me know. All right, so this is going to be a short podcast. So again, thank you so much for listening. For my and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.